everyone, Sierra Thompson, independent Scentsy consultant here. I am bringing to you what I've been warming over the last week and a half. I haven't made a video in a little while. We had some traveling happening, so have quite a bit in here, and some of the things are not actually completely empty. So I'm gonna start with the items that aren't empty yet. I've had some stragglers this week. So in this one, it's kind of funny. I warmed fried ice cream. This is a cinnamon vanilla based scent. Yeah, like it's vanilla, but it's cinnamon. It's almost like, what is it? Cinnamon vanilla. I think it's similar to that, but it's very heavy on the cinnamon, very heavy. And it's really good. Actually, I put it in my daughter's room. So that's the reason why it's kind of like three cubes, and it's discolored now. It's kind of strange. If you can see that, it was like a cream color and it's changed color now, but I put it in my daughter's room and it's still going strong. We put this in on Monday, I believe. So it's Friday now, so going really well in her room. And now I only put 2 cubes in there, and she has the crushed diamond. I think that's the warmer that she has in her room. I can't remember. She took it. We switched out her warmers throughout the year so many times because she likes to have different warmers. But warming this in there, and it's been going for 5 days. I think I will need to switch it out tomorrow. So 5 days is pretty good for me. I'll take it. The next scent that I warmed and am not quite done with, almost, is Kukui and Coconut. I love this scent in the bedroom. I think it is a beautiful scent for the bedroom. It is long lasting, but it is not strong, I will say. I had it last 4 days in my bedroom, and actually I could still smell it on the 5th day, but I switched it out because it was kind of like very minimal. You could just get a whiff here and there after a while. It wasn't a powerhouse though. It was steady. I would say a medium scent in the bedroom. My bedroom is a pretty decent size, so that's still pretty good for 2 element warmers. I'll take it. Okay. The next thing that I have been warming this week is Skinny Dippin'. It is finally warm enough here for us to warm our spring and summer scents. I'm so excited. Also, I have a haul, while I'm thinking about it, I have a haul coming. It should be here probably next week. I'm thinking, ugh, you know, I hate when I get that whole printed from Scentsy, like the printed, and then it takes like 2 more days to ship from UPS. Like, drives me crazy. But Skinny Dippin' is fantastic. It is apples. I think it almost seems like, is it melon maybe? It's so good. It seems tropical, even though it's not technically a tropical scent. Like pear, apple is the vibe it gives me, and melon. Now this is a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse. I will say it probably lasts for about 3 days for me. After that, I can't smell it anymore, but it is strong the first 2 days, I would say. So I love this. And I got this in my Scentsy Club. And still got quite a bit. This is actually year-old brick. I think I got it last summer and I didn't warm it. So I started warming it this summer. So that's fantastic. Okay. Let's see. Now, my actual full bin here, I finished up a brick of Squeeze the Day. Now, I just got this in January, and I got it in January because I was wanting, it's a toss-up between this and coconut lemongrass, like whether I'm feeling coconut lemongrass or Squeeze the Day, it just depends. But I love this scent for removing odors, like after I cook. This and coconut lemongrass are the 2 that I use the most for that. So I wanted to get a brick, and I love warming this, mixing it with like a vanilla based scent, like vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie. It gives like a sugar, like cake vibe. Oh, it's so good. It like lemon cake vibe. It's so good. It smells phenomenal. My mom and my brother call this the Fruity Pebble scent. They said it smells like Fruity. It does kind of when you like, it does like when you open the bag of Fruity Pebbles. If you guys know, you know. But it's so good. It's a lemon with a vanilla finish. It is not like a cleaner type of lemon, so it's nice, it's bright, it's pretty. It's a sweet lemon, which I love, like a candied, like lemon drops type of lemon. Oh, so good. And I would say it lasts for about 3 days for me. And my warmers automatically turn on at 8 o'clock. They turn off at 9 o'clock because we have automatic plugs. So it's pretty good. 3 days from 8 to 9. I feel like that's great. All right. The next scent, like I said, I have switched between Squeeze the Day and Coconut Lemongrass. Coconut Lemongrass, I warmed it in my kitchen and living room area. I think I have, let me see. I always have to like count it. I don't know why. I should know this by heart. I have about 8 warmers in my kitchen and my living room combined. 3 of those are like living room area and 4 are in the kitchen. So this is what I use most of the time in my kitchen. I will put it in my living room also, but the focus is usually my kitchen because, you know, a lot of garlic and onion gets cooked in there. So I love coconut lemongrass. It's such a pretty scent. It is very sweet because of that coconut, and the lemongrass is just so fresh and, oh gosh, it's so bright. And this is a long-lasting scent. It's strong and it's long-lasting. I say I get 4 to 5 days depending on the area with this, and that's good. I think 5 days is great for like scent lasting and throw. For you to be able to still smell it is fantastic to me. Oh, I love it so much. It's so good. Oh, I love the sweetness of the coconut. That coconut is, I mean, oh, it's fantastic. It is so good. You guys, coconut, I don't know how people wouldn't like this scent. It's so good to me. I love it. Coconut lemongrass is top tier. Okay. Let's see. I have some weird, like, kind of like vanilla bakery scents in here. It's kind of an odd thing. We've been going back between cold weather, warm weather, and so this week has been mostly warm weather, but last week, so this is a combination of the 2 weeks, but it's not as much as I normally have because we were gone for part of last week. It was my kids' spring break, so we were traveling. So I didn't get to warm anything new during that time. We were gone for about 5 days, so that's kind of a big deal for like a big chunk of time for us, so for me not to warm. So last week before we left, it was colder, so I did caramel vanilla delight. This is a beautiful caramel vanilla. I mean, it is heavy caramel, like thick, like the chewy caramels that you can get. Oh, it's so good. And I have 4 or 5 bars, I think, of this that I got in a Bring Back My Bar probably 1.5 to 2 years ago, and I just been hoarding them. I was like, you know what, I need to warm this. I've had some bars so long that they're starting to change color, so I feel like I need to warm them. Now they've performed well, but I worry that waiting too long will cause them to not perform well, and I don't want to be, you know, wasting wax and just hoarding it and not using it. So this is so good. Caramel, like, makes my mouth water. It's caramel, vanilla, like just like the drizzle on top of ice cream, or like the chewy caramels. It's so good, and it's pretty strong for me. It didn't last super long, but it was strong for 2 days. Crumb Top is another bakery. It isn't very strong to me, and it doesn't last long. I'm just going to be honest. I use it to mix with, what did I mix it with? I think I mixed it with, it may have been, I may have done it on its own at some point because I don't see any fruity scents in here. Usually I mix it with a fruity scent. It almost has like a nuttiness to me. Maybe it's oat. It is vanilla based, but it does have like a oat or like a nuttiness to it. It's not very strong. Like when I put it in the warmers, it's not like I smell it a ton. I actually usually use it to kind of mix with other things to give them more of a vanilla scent. It does well as a mixer for me. I don't think I'd warm this on its own. I think I tried it and it was just like not impressive to me, so I would mix it. I do like this mix with cranberry muffin from Bring Back My Bar. This and cranberry muffin together was fantastic. So if you still have those two, maybe try that. All right, Peace Lily be with you. This is so good. I love this floral. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it is fresh. It is like, it smells watery, like I don't know, like almost reminds me of like aloe vera, like that kind of vibe. It's fresh and bright and watery smelling, like, you know, like a plant. And a floral. I mean, oh, that lily. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. It is a beautiful scent because it is a sweet floral. I can handle it and I love it. And it performs well in my bedroom. I had it warming. I put it in my bedroom, I think, like last Monday. So not this past Monday, the last Monday. And it lasted until we got back from our trip on the next Monday. Now, it wasn't super strong, but it was nice. In florals, I feel like that's okay for florals. It's okay for them to just kind of be mellow. I love that. Oh, it's so good. It is. It's very pretty, like just, and like, I don't know how to explain the wateriness, but it is like when you see aloe vera or like the plant and you can see that it's like watery. That's the vibe that I get from this scent. Almost like an aloe vera type of scent, like similar to a lily scent that we've had before, I believe, and kind of also similar to like the aloe vera scent that we had. Ooh, I think it was a scent of the month maybe last year. If you know what I'm talking about, almost hit my lip. It's so good. It's pretty. It lasts a long time. It is not like a super crazy powerhouse, but it is mellow and really trucks along. And so I like that for the bedroom because I like a scent that lasts long. I don't change my scents in my bedroom as often as out in the living room. So I like scents that last for a long time back there. Beautiful. Okay, I had pink rhubarb and sugar. You know what? I think I may have done this and Crumb Top, but I didn't mix them together. I think I did every other warmer because of the amount of warmers that I have out here. I usually have to use 2 full bars. Pink rhubarb and sugar is a scent that came out, I think, last year. And I didn't try it until the end of the year and realized, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, why did I not warm this before? It's tart but sweet. Almost like you can have kind of like the similar vibe of, let me see. Kind of similar to the vibe of sugar strawberry in that it has some tartness, but it's sweet also. Oh, I love that. I love the tart sweet. It actually seems sweeter than sugar strawberry to me though. But tart, almost a tartness like in rainbow sherbet. That lime that's in there, it's got that same kind of kick to me, like a little zip. Oh, I love it. It's so good. And it was a good 2-dayer. It wasn't a super long lasting, but it's very fruity. So I feel like that's to be expected. A lot of these fruity scents won't last very long. It's rare. If they have the heavier floral notes like an amber, they might last longer. Or if they are a woody note, cedar, something like that, they'll last longer. Most of them though, they're probably going to get 3 days. You might get a little more, but that's probably about the average for most of these because fruity scents just don't last as long. So I am stocking up on this. It is so good. Gosh. Oh, God, I love that so much. And Caramel Vanilla Delight. Apparently, I had 2 bars of this. I must have warmed both out in the living room and kitchen area. Oh, gosh. Why does that smell so good? God, it's so good. Oh, I love it. Okay. Blue Grotto. I did this combination. I actually did this in 2 bedrooms. I did it in my boys' bedroom, both of their rooms. So my oldest son has his own room and my 2 younger boys share a room. So I do a lot of citrus and fruity scents in their rooms because it freshens and it removes odor. So, you know, boys. So I did Blue Grotto. It is a citrus, but it's got a floral note and like a green. It's like floral. Citrus is the first thing that I get with a little floral and a hint of greens. It is so nice. And this is long lasting. It smells, it's strong. It's probably a medium to strong for me. And it lasts a long time. It trucks. It's one of those that lasts 5 days, you know. I love that about this scent. And the fact that it's got that little bit of citrus, so it helps like freshen an area. I love that. And it's one of those, like my boys, they generally like citrus scents. So I can get away with that. It's got a little floral, but they like it. So I like it. All right. And one of my favorite. Oh my gosh. Cocoa Lime is phenomenal. Seriously, if you haven't tried it, There's that lime. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It smells like if you were to cut open a lime and just squeeze the juice out. And that coconut, that sweet cocoa. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. I use this now I will put this everywhere. It does not matter. Some of these are specific to certain places like Caramel Vanilla Delight. I will only do in the kitchen and living room. This can go anywhere, everywhere, all the time, okay? This is so good. And it lasts long for me, and it freshens, it removes odors. It is phenomenal. I think this one lasted 4 days, and I'll take it. I know I keep saying that, but seriously, some of these scents, it's like when you get fruity scents, you kind of expect them to only last 2-3 days. So when you last 4, 5, 6 days, good. So that is, I think, everything that I got through this week. Oh, actually, no. So I had one more that I didn't finish yet, but this is one of my loves from last season. It's Make a Splash. It is a melon water type scent. Like a honeydew type of melon with like sweet, maybe green apple. And it's got watery vibes too. So like melon, green apple, watery. Oh, it's so good. I know I say that about, they're so good. All of them are so good. I warm this in my boys' rooms also, in their bathroom. This is a great scent for the bathroom and for bedrooms. I like it because it's fresh. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet, like not overly sweet. And this one is another long-lasting one for me. It usually gives me 4, sometimes 5 days, depending on the area. So I love that. All right, you guys, that is what I've been warming this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like this video, please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what the weather is like where you are, and if you've been warming similar type scents to me. Are you in the spring and summer vibes? Been 75 here, so all summer, spring. Next week, I think we get back to like 50. So I generally am a warmer based on the weather and the season. So let me know what you guys are warming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.